This is a presentation about the Perseverance rover. The launching of the Perseverance rover occurred yesterday, July 30th, and today share results from the discussion related and developed in the mission 46 of Habitat Marte. Okay, and also in July 2020 we had very important missions to explore Mars. We have the first one was the launching of the rope, a mission organized by Emirates, and then was the launching was operated by Japanese Space Agency JAXA, and these one of the goals of this satellite is operate and analyze the data of the Mars atmosphere and the layers of the atmosphere, and then this will be very interesting because in the future exploration of and also the processes of landing on Mars, so the layers of the Mars atmosphere. The second one important launching was the Tiawen. The is a rover from develop more image in the next slide. And the third one important mission was the Mars 2020, as known as Perseverance. And here we can see some technical details about the Chinese rover, okay, and then we can see how is the concept of this rover, and also something very interesting is see the great challenge related to how to land in Mars, because the atmosphere is very of Mars is very scarce and different from Earth. In Earth, we have a thicker hemisphere, a larger atmosphere, and denser. And then when we have a vehicle returning from space to Earth, the atmosphere helps in the process of to avoid the velocity and the impact. In Mars is very different because the atmosphere is more scarce, and then the landers becomes with a great velocity to the surface of the planet, and then because of it, many tests by many different space agencies, because the last one's failure was organized by European Space Agency, and then the lander collided in the surface of Mars, and then only the NASA, the American Space Agency, uh, present a success, and then it's very important how this moment about landing in Mars. Okay, and here we can see some. Okay, we preparation some minutes before the launching of the Atlas V rocket, and then the exact moment, the first second of the engines operating, and then the second moment, and also maybe 5 seconds after. And then this moment of the Perseverance launching was watched by our crew, the mission 46 in Habitat Marte. And then we have some moments related to Mars. In July 3rd, we had the launching, and also this the Perseverance rover will spend 7 months traveling, and then is expect that the rover will be landing on Mars in February 18th. Okay, and since this moment, will be operating occurring the exploration on Mars. Then we will be presenting more details about the Perseverance rover. You can see in these slides many different technologies on board of the Perseverance rover. You can see the technology of the mass cam, panoramic cameras, also the super cam, also the station weather station called MEDA, also Sherlock, ultraviolet spectrometer. Okay, also the Pixel, the X-ray spectrometer, also the RIFAR subsurface radar, and the last one of the most important technologies, the MOXIE, is a equipment that will be collecting the the carbon dioxide and transforming in oxygen. And here, in this next image, we can see a lot of different technologies aboard of Perseverance rover. It's just interesting to see that some technologies were developed in different countries, okay, as in France and also Spain. And then it's interesting to see that it's a Perseverance rover is a result of from the interaction of different researchers and research groups around the world and different nationalities collaborating in development of these technologies. A lot of patents and university research inside of this equipment. Okay, and then in these slides you can see more details about how is the technologies aboard. The Perseverance rover will be landing in an area called G0 crater, and this in G0 there is a, we can see in this image, in a more closer image, something that indicates that in the past 3 billion ago would be operating this area, something like a river, and then we can see in this area that probably in these river areas, in the ancient river areas, you can see different colors of raw materials and components and geology elements that probably in this area we would have a life in the ancient times. And then it's interesting to know, if possible, during this time, see identify if possible, see the life in this area, microorganic life. Okay, and then the Perseverance rover presents a lot of characteristics that would be useful to identify if we can find microorganic life or not. Then some goals of Perseverance is analyze elements of related to geology, astrobiology, and also collect samples, okay, of from the surface. Okay. Here in this image, you can see how the rover will be exploring the area, okay, and then the first the G0 or Perseverance rover will be collecting some samples in G0 area, and then he's going to other area. They present like a goal related what kind of tracking will be developing in the landscape. And then during this moment of operation, we'll be collecting different materials in the Mars surface. Then other important equipment aboard of the Perseverance is a helicopter. The name of this helicopter is Ingenuity, and then Ingenuity is considering maybe something uh, very important as Perseverance rover. Okay, and then this helicopter is a small helicopter with big blades. And the weight is around less than 2 kg. Okay, it's very light. This equipment is, and then the helicopter is be carried in the belly of Perseverance rover. Okay, and then we can see some characteristics, some features about of the Ingenuity. You can see the rotors, okay, and also something interesting related to the velocity of blades is the regular helicopter presents 400 RPM by minute, and in the case of Perseverance, in the case of Genuity helicopter, it presents more than 3,000 RPM, and then is 9 or 10 times faster than compared to a regular helicopter. And that is very important to win the atmospheric conditions that will be found in Mars. Okay, and then some the helicopter presents a high resolution camera used to take images from different locations, and then the helicopter will be doing flights from like 90 seconds, and then the highest altitude is around 10 meters, and then he's be doing flights from 5 to 10 meters of altitude to collect some images. And the main important issue is also uh, uh, is be like a proof concept to identify possible technologies to be aboard of the aerial vehicle. Okay, and then we can see more details about the Ingenuity helicopter. Okay, and then yes, also interesting to see that the Perseverance rover will be doing images related to Ingenuity, and Ingenuity will be doing images of Perseverance. And then for the first time, we have different uh, perspectives in terms of images of Mars. Okay, and then this is very interesting. And then also the Ingenuity presents a solar panel. Okay, to analyze the surface, or to collect energy to be operating the equipment inside the Ingenuity. Okay, and then the concept of the Ingenuity will be a first step to test other aerial vehicles that will be operating Mars in the next years. Okay, but it's very complex, and then because of this, it's very important we identify the results of the operation of Ingenuity to test the next technologies. And then we can see some reference of the technologies in some articles of 2015, and also all the concept presented in a article from the 2013. Okay, it's a article of Universe Today of 2013. Okay, then this is some of my contributions related to the Perseverance. Okay, more details you can find is possible find in our website habitatmart.com.